On today's session of Family Court with Judge Penny, Shakria's great-grandmother charged $1,300 on Shakria's credit card.
Once I used the card, I couldn't give it to her.
Why not?
Because she didn't know I had it.
Now she doesn't want to pay it back.
Did you ever make any payments on it?
No.
Did you think that maybe this might ruin her credit?
I'm not saying I was right, but I don't feel like I should have to pay it.
And has broken her great-granddaughter's trust.
This is my credit, and if you wanted this credit card or needed money, you're supposed to come ask me.
Shakria and I was so close. If you told me right now I had to do 6 months in jail for what I did, I would do the 6 months if it would bring me and her back together.
Families in crisis, I know exactly what they're facing. I have been there. From a life of hardship, I was able to build a lifetime of experience. Now, after years of serving on the bench, I use the law to fight for families. It's not only about verdicts, it's about solutions. It's about the compassion and the mercy that justice requires. I'm Judge Penny Brown Reynolds, and in my court, family comes first.
18-year-old Shakria is suing her great-grandmother Rhoda for $1,341.21 after learning Rhoda ordered a credit card in Shakria's name. 67-year-old Rhoda says she never intended to max out the credit card, but feels she had a right to order it after all she's done for Shakria.
Your Honor, all parties are sworn in.
Thank you, Damon. Shakria,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You're suing your grandmother?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, tell me why.
Basically, my grandmother got a credit card in my name without my permission and charged $1,300 on my credit card.
All right.
I'd like for her to pay the credit card off.
Okay. Do you have a proof of that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Why don't you show me what you brought to court? Has the bill been paid?
No, ma'am.
It's currently in default, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So all you want to have done is it be paid?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're the grandmother.
I'm the great-grandmother.
Oh, you're the great-grandmother.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I thought you were the grandmother.
No, ma'am.
I apologize for that.
That's all right.
And did you open up this credit card? Tell me what happened, your side of it.
See, what happened was, before this card, I had got an orchard card in my name.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I had got a second card for her to use, because that's my heart stopper. That's my great-grandbaby, right?
She
And
was
I
living
trying,
with you?
No, and I was trying to establish credit for her. So I had got a card, and we both used the card. So some months later, an application came to the house in her name for the card. So not really thinking it was going to go through. I really didn't. I filled it out, sent it in, and the card came. So I said, oh, okay. But I really didn't plan on messing the card up. So things went down where I wasn't working no more, and I needed some money for gas or a bill or whatever, and I started using the card.
Okay.
So once I used the card, I couldn't give it to her. So I was going to pay the card off before I gave it to her.
Now, when you said once you start using it, you couldn't give it to her?
No.
Why not?
Because she didn't know I had it.
Okay. So you weren't prepared to confess then?
No.
You're not trying to help the situation at all. You're not even saying, well, Shakria, here's $50 to go towards the bill, and I'm willing to help pay her debt because it's on my credit.
Yeah. Did you ever make any payments on it?
Yeah, I paid one.
You paid one?
One or two, yeah.
Okay. Well, what was your thinking about this? Did you think that maybe this might ruin her credit?
No, I was, see, number one, Judge, I done done a whole lot for Shakria. I done been there for Shakria. So I'm kind of messed up about got to pay the card. I mean, I'm not saying I was right, but I don't feel like I should have to pay it.
You
But
don't?
No.
Why?
No, because I didn't do it maliciously and criminally. I did it with the intentions of building her credit. And I didn't intend to mess the card up. I was going to give her the card. But as I used the card, and then I lost my job, and she found out about it, she called me from the bank and said, "Hey, Grandma, did you get a card in my name?" Something hit me and said, "Oh, God." So I said, "Yeah."
I bet it did hit you.
I said, "Yep."
You realize you were caught then, right?
Cold busted.
Cold busted.
And ever since that card, it's been like downhill with me and her relationship. And but then part of me is like, I done been there for Shakria. When Shakria started working in the beauty salon, she didn't have her beauty supply stuff. I went and bought it and gave her all the beauty supply stuff. When she need bill money, rent money, gas money, cell phone money, if she wanted to go to a hotel, anything, I don't care what it is Shakria ever asked for or say she needed, I was there. I gave it to her all her life. So part of me is like, this is payback. But part of me is like, you're wrong, but...
Well, you got a lot of parts.
Yes.
Still to come on Family Court.
To be honest, Judge Penny, I don't want to pay the car back.
You don't want to pay it back?
No.
And later, what is Rhoda really willing to do to regain her great-granddaughter's trust?
This is about trust.
I would do 6 months in jail for what I did if it would bring me and her back together.
Family Court returns in the case of the great-grandmother who ordered a credit card in her great-granddaughter's name and maxed it to the limit.
To be honest, Judge Penny, I don't want to pay the card back.
You don't want to pay it back?
No.
Okay. Why you don't want to pay it back?
But number one, like I said, I feel like all over them years, all I done gave her, I ain't never said, you owe me, you should pay me back. I ain't brought her to court. And then part of me is like, okay, you did it, you should. So I'm confused. I'm going to have to take whatever you say.
Has this relationship gone downhill? Because
Yes,
she
it
said
has.
you were her heart.
Yes, it has. But the thing is, with all of what she's saying, I feel like as you being a grandmother...
Now, she's your great-grandmother,
My
right?
great-grandmother. I call her my grandmother.
All right.
I mean, as you being my great-grandmother, I mean, you were supposed to do those things. If I'm your grandchild and I need your help and you have...
Well, in a way, sweetheart, she's supposed to love you, but she's not supposed to do anything beyond that part.
Of course, I'm not saying that, if Grandma need my rent paid, Grandma need gas money, that she's supposed to rescue me every time I'm in need.
All right.
No, but at the same time, this is my credit. And if you wanted this credit card or needed money, you're supposed to come ask me before you take an initiative to do it on your own. You
Is
understand
that
what
the
I'm
part that's hurt you?
That's what bothered me, because if we're so close, then you should be able to come talk to me about anything and say, Shakria, grandmother, in a bad bind or whatever, is there any way possible that you can get this credit card in your name so I can do the things that I need to do? By you being there for me and me taking in all the things that you have done for me, then fine. I wouldn't have a problem.
You would have done it for her?
I would have done it.
Nope.
Why are you saying no, Rhoda?
Nope. Shakria would not, if I had went to Shakria and said, Shakria, an application is here for a credit card for $1,300. You get it so I can use it? Nope. She wasn't going to do it, because at that time, Shakria wasn't in the frame of mind that she wanted no credit cards. She didn't want that because she was just beginning to get herself, you know what I'm saying?
And in a way, that was kind of good. Don't you think that she was being responsible?
And like I said, I really didn't think the card was going to go through. So I didn't know.
My thing is, I'm young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
All right.
I wasn't trying to get 3, 4 different credit cards in my name at one time when I'm just now trying to establish credit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I
only
do.
had one credit card, and it was probably no more than $300 on it. And if I want to, go get some gas or go out to eat, I can use it and pay it back off. $1,300, that's a lot of money. But like I said, and like she said, she has been there for me, so I would have took that chance of letting her use the credit card, but I would have made sure she would have never maxed it out because
Right.
it would have been on my credit.
Now, she had been there for you, as she said. Is that true?
That's well true. That is very true.
So because she had been there for you,
I
you
feel
would have been there for her.
Right. It's
You-
only fair.
You just feel a betrayal a bit?
Just a lot because it's in my name. And
Okay.
I can't get anything in my name due to this credit card.
Still to come on Family Court with Judge Penny. Has Grandma learned her lesson about credit card theft?
No.
And will Shakria ever trust Rhoda again?
You
life.
understand her
Right.
hurt, though, Rhoda?
On the financial end, if you want me to tell you the truth and not lie to you,
Right. I don't want you to lie.
I probably would have still done it.
Family Court with Judge Penny is back in session in the case of the great-grandmother Rhoda, who used a credit card in her great-granddaughter's name without telling her.
I read in your lawsuit where you were saying you all were so close. You would go to the grocery store just to be able to spend time with her. What has happened now to the relationship, Rhoda?
Judge Penny, that's the part that's hurting me the worst because Shakria and I was so close. Shakria was not my great-granddaughter to me. She was more like my baby.
Yeah.
She was my baby, my heart stopper. And now I can't even hug her. I go to hug her. I feel so distant. I feel like I've lost the most important thing in
You
my life.
understand her
Right.
hurt, though, Rhoda?
Yeah, but Judge Penny, if I had known, and I'm telling you the truth, if I
Okay.
had known what I did was going to turn out like this and cause the breakup with me and her relationship, I would have thought a second time morally about doing it. But on the financial end, if you want me to tell you the truth and not lie to you,
Right. I don't want you to lie.
I probably would have still done it.
Oh.
Of course, because I would never
Because
found out.
because
That was the
I
whole
was,
thing.
you know,
You were in a
understand?
bind.
Yeah, and see, I'm hurting because I'm 67 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
She's 18. I'm supposed to be an example for her. The upbringing that you're seeing her with now, the way she is, I taught her this. I reared her this way. This is me.
But do you see why
But-
she's so hurt now?
Yeah, but on the same token, don't she think I'm hurt that she got me here and I done been there for her and did all I done for
You
her
mean
too?
coming to court?
Yeah.
Well, she didn't have any place else to go. But you didn't talk to her when you got the credit card in her
Sure
name.
didn't.
It goes both ways. Do you know what I mean? In order to get respect, you got to give it. And she
You
looked
shouldn't
up
have
to
said
you.
that.
No, ma'am?
You shouldn't have said that because she gonna make me live that.
Oh, I already know that.
She making me live that one.
If
Well-
anything, she taught me that, so I already know
See,
it.
you taught her so much. But what I want to see is how do we get the family back together, putting the money aside. I do understand it's about the money part, but this is family court.
Right.
And the whole point of it is, if we can't reconcile families, that's what we want to do. And to show an example of how a situation can get blown out of control because it's a trust issue. You either have communication problems or you have trust problems. And this is about trust.
I
That
would
you
go back to work right now and get a job and pay that card off if that child tell me, Grandma, I love you again, hug me, we can be back close. If you told me right now I had to do 6 months in jail for what I did, I would do the 6 months if it would bring me and her back together close. That's from my heart.
I
'Cause
know
I
it is.
love Shakria.
I know.
And I'm 67. If I die, I don't want to die leaving this up in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, don't let her die no time soon without the credit card not getting paid off.
When Family Court returns, Judge Penny prepares to render a verdict.
It takes a lot for people to come in here and admit what they've done. She's coming in as a woman and saying, I did this.
With Judge Penny is back in session, Shakria is suing her great-grandmother Rhoda after learning Rhoda maxed out a credit card in Shakria's name.
Do you think you'll ever be able to trust her again?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you think you could hug her?
Yes.
Well, you want to try it?
Not right now.
Why?
Not right now.
Okay, because that's really what she needs. You know, she's 67 years old. It takes a lot for people to come in here and admit what they've done. You know, I'm not condoning anything of what she did. But what I do have to admire is she's coming in as a woman and saying, I did this. She tried to provide an explanation because people make mistakes. I wouldn't be a judge if I didn't realize that people don't come in here perfect.
Right.
And when your back is up against the wall, unfortunately, you do things that are stupid sometimes and stuff that really breaks up a family. And like I said, I'm not condoning what she did, but in a way I can understand that she felt desperate and she did a desperate thing. Miss Rhoda, did you say to her, you're sorry? Have you apologized?
Yeah, I told her I'm sorry.
Has she said that to you?
She said it.
But it
Okay,
ain't
but-
made no difference to
Yeah,
her.
you got a little coldness with you. You think you ever gonna be able to forgive her?
I'm gonna be able to I have already forgave her, but it doesn't, it's not gone.
She was good to you, right?
She still is.
Okay. She's trying to get that closeness back. Now, just coming to court is not going to make it happen like that. I can't
Right.
snap my fingers
Right.
and make you forgive her. But what I'm trying to share with you is, if you really want to forgive her and move on, forgiveness is not so much about her, but it's everything about you.
And Shakria ain't forgiving it. She ain't forgetting it. And in my heart, I still feel like she gonna make me pay dearly for this a long time.
I don't hate her, so to dwell on something and
You don't have to hate her, but there is you won't even hug her.
she is telling a story.
Well, hug her then.
Well, come over here and hug me then, if I'm telling a story.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I love you.
Okay, at this time, Ms. Rhoda
Yes, ma'am.
found that what you did was wrong, that you shouldn't have used her credit. And the worst thing about it is, although I know you at the time you did what you felt you had to do because you may have not had a whole lot of options. It's sad at this point when people living on a fixed income, we're living in hard times. But it cannot excuse that behavior because what was most priceless is the trust. You can't pay a whole lot for that. But I'm going to have to find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,341. We have a situation here in America where fraud, identity fraud is rampant. And really 6% of fraud is done by family members. And so what you need to do, and I don't know if you've done it, is you need to put a freeze on your account. Did you know you could do that?
I already have.
Okay, you call the 3 credit bureau reporting agencies and you put a freeze on your account.
Yes, ma'am.
Like that, they have to contact you before they do it.
Right.
All right? And then you all try to put this behind you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,341.21. Case is adjourned.
When Family Court returns, find out what happened with Shakria and Rhoda after leaving Judge Penny.
I feel that she was right, you know, when it come down to forgiving and forgetting.
I'm just still concerned about Shakria's feelings towards me.
And I totally forgive my grandmother, and I will try to forget it as well.
Thank you for watching today. I hope this episode gives you a good look at how family privilege can be. Please like and share, but most important, comment and subscribe. See you in the next episode.